Welcome to iResQ's online tutorial for replacing your MacBook LCD screen. You'll want to make sure you have all the necessary tools before you begin, including a small Phillips head screwdriver, a small flathead screwdriver, a nylon spudger, and most importantly, your grounded ESD bracelet in case of static shock. First, you'll remove the battery for safety. Using a flathead screwdriver, carefully remove the plastic bezel from the display assembly and set it aside. Now, remove the 12 Phillips head screws from the aluminum frame around the LCD screen. These screws are identical, so be sure not to remove any of the smaller screws holding other components in place. Next, remove the 3 screws from the plastic hinge cover below the screen. You can now gently pull the LCD screen forward from the display rear housing and remove the small Phillips head screws from around the aluminum frame as shown. There will be a total of 7 or 8 of these screws depending on the model. Older models may not have a screw in the middle thread on the right side of the LCD. Gently remove the EyeSight camera cable from the camera, the video data cable from the back of the LCD, and move the aluminum frame aside. You may choose to temporarily tape the cables or frame to the rear housing to keep them out of the way. Now, carefully pull the hinge cover slightly forward and pull the inverter cable out of the inverter board. Be sure to pull the cable straight to the right to avoid damaging the connector on the inverter board. Once you have the new LCD unwrapped and in place, hold the inverter cable with the connector pointing to the left, the same way the previous cable was removed. The tabs on the connector should be on the bottom of the connector as shown. Pull the hinge cover forward again and slide the cable into the inverter board. We've removed the inverter board to show the correct way the cable is seated. If the inverter cable is in front of the video data cable, Move the LCD around the back of the video cable to avoid pinching of the inverter cable. Reinstall the 3 hinge cover screws first, and then the rest of the screws and cables in reverse order. Be sure to remove the gray plastic clips from the bezel and reseat them in the aluminum frame before reapplying the bezel. Now, reinstall the battery, turn the computer on, and enjoy your new fully functioning MacBook LCD screen.